Alright guys, we're back. What do we need here? So we're getting ready to prep the windshield, dryer sheet. I already cleaned the outside of this earlier. I don't know how low I want to go on this, probably just down to that. We got this all situated. No fingers, looks good. Glass is clean. You know, no fold lines really on the side. There's just a hint of one right there. Put this out in the sun, it'll be all good. Same deal with this over here. Heat it up, push it out. You can just barely see it right there. And then we had one over there, but it wasn't really a fold line, it was just a little pocket. Push it out. So, dryer sheet it is, and I've already got the stuff around the lane guidance camera or whatever this particular camera is. And I'll show you how you take that off real quick. So, alright, what do I do with it? Right here. It just slides up in there like that. It's literally just these little tabs. I took my pry bar and just really gently, my panel remover, and just kind of, and it'll just pull that out. Once you get the first tab or like the side off, it just comes right off. So then what I did, in the rear view is just a T20 Torx, you know, nothing special. House wrap tape on the glass around the camera thing, and then I obviously covered up the camera connectors. I taped these guys up out of the way, camera and rear view mirror connectors, so you know, no big deal. Really simple. Don't be afraid of it. It's probably one of the easier ones to do that with. Set that out of the way. So I brought some scraps. This is a brand new box. I brought some scraps in case I needed to two-piece strip this. But we didn't get that lucky, so we will. Yep, that's my luck. We'll go ahead and get this across there. I went ahead and opened the door. It started to warm up quite a bit. It's supposed to be a pretty nice day. When I say warm up quite a bit, I mean like it's gonna be like 50, high 50s is what the high is today, which I'm more than happy about. Come on. Tell it's just a little bit wet still. Let's try this. No, not gonna work. Not gonna work. I'll tell you what, man, this has taken me considerably longer than it should. Normally I'm in it for less than 2 hours on the front two in a strip, cleaned up like from the time I get to a job to the time I leave. Here lately I've been really slow, like I don't know what the deal is, which I mean, of course, when you're trying to explain stuff, doing a video, it's gonna slow you down, but I don't know if it's that or what. Seems like it's slowing me down a lot. I don't like it, but oh well, now's the time to do it, right? Where it's winter time, you're just not as busy. I think I'm gonna be pretty happy with that right there. So that looks like it's pretty well straight. And we're not gonna final cut it yet though. We're just gonna trim the excess off. Make sure we're covered on the other side. We still got a little bit of room if we needed to. Oh yeah, we're good. So yeah, anyway, I opened up the door. It's a bit warmer than it was. And, you know, I could use the light, so. This is a crappy thing about using 20-inch rolls. The less you split them dead center, you only have about 10 inches max, you know, depending on how much of a strip you're going to put on it. This is going to be pretty big, so, you know, we got a lot in the middle, not a whole lot on the side. We kind of need it to be the exact opposite, but that's okay. We'll roll it up because I know we'll use it. We'll use it for something. We'll find some car somewhere that needs it. See if this is going to be sticky. Probably not, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Good enough for me. Alright, hang on a second here. Let's take these headphones off. The ISO Tunes Pro. They're really sweet. They're ear protection and earphones all in one, which is pretty nice. Not so much when you're doing this, but I used to work in a factory, so we got about 11 1/8. About 11 1/8. Go ahead and set that on the sunroof so we're not scratching any paint. And just kind of tack that down. And we'll get our knife. See if I can make it from here. Let's see. Not even close. Not even close. Get my marker here. $11 1/8 is going to be our target. Okay. Not even close. So what we can do, go right here. Marker's in this hand. That's nice. We can do that. That's what I'm looking for. There's my fingers right there. Now we want to double check. So we got our tape in there. I mean, that's spot on there, so spot on. Now if we could take our marker, boom. So the reason why you can't two-piece this, or I mean, I guess you could, but you probably shouldn't, is because of this this border right here. No, I think I want to actually come down. I think I want to come down to the bottom of that. Whatever that ends up being, that's what we want. I think it's just gonna look. I think it's just gonna look a lot better. And then of course, just even it out. I think that looks real nice. But I think that side is quite a bit higher. So one thing to take note of is whether or not this is factory glass. So we got 11 1/4 here. If it is not factory glass, then what can happen is sometimes this glass will be shifted slightly, so your measurements can be thrown off. What the heck is that? Dun, 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 dun. So what do we have, 11 1/4 over there? Which means we need to come up quite a bit. That's gonna pull it up on this side, so let's go right here. We'll take the measurement off of this side. Alright. So we're gonna hook it right here, and we're gonna do it this way. That way we can get a consistent measurement right there on the glass. And we're gonna be about 11 where we meet the film. Let's try that. Right there. Yeah, so we're like at 11 1/2. So that means we need to come up on this side slightly and then down on that side slightly, so that it will still cover the thing, but still look good. So where are we at here? About 11 1/2. Okay, we can work with that. double check our measurements on the side here. So about 11 3/4. Spot on, man. Spot on. Perfect. I'm glad that actually worked out. So now we're going to have quite a bit of film to shrink, but that's not a big deal. Now I just need to remember that I need to go off the bottom mount, not the top, or the bottom mark. That's the word I'm looking for. Mark. Looks good. Alright, super fun and exciting there. Now it's time to throw some light to it and cut it out. Where'd my scrub pad go? There we go, just while we're over here. I gotta work. Got a pretty decent border. Won't have to worry about being too precise. Snap this off and probably, I don't know, might need another blade to finish it. I don't know, we'll see. So we're going to trim this up a little bit. So I got a little carried away there. Don't want that little guy hanging out. What we got here? Snap to the very last possible segment here. Maybe. I'm gonna try to cut this deal out with just that little tip. And actually, I know we're gonna need another blade because we gotta cut out the rear view mirror mount itself. Well, that's not good. Saved. The rear view mounts, actually no, we're good because we cut all the way around it. I don't know what I was thinking. I do not know what I was thinking. So, bada bing, bada boom. We'll go ahead and put a fresh blade in here anyway, because if I do end up having to do some trimming or something, I don't want to have to be fiddling around while my slip solution's drying. I'll tell you, like, the weird thing is, like, I don't have enough subscribers to go live on YouTube. Well, like, when you go live on Facebook or whatever, you got, you know, you can have some dialogue, you can have some conversation. But when you're going live, or when you're just making a straight-up YouTube video, you're literally just hanging out talking to yourself while you work. So, you know. Man, I don't know what the heck's going on around this place, but it's quite loud. It's Excuse me, you're ruining my audio here. Now, the real joy of doing these is that the film will like want to stick to this dot matrix like rapidly. Like as soon as it touches it, it's gonna want to stick. Oh, forgot about that part. We're gonna need a razor blade. Could be like some of those cheap guys in town. Tint right over it. Watch any of my other videos where I do strips. I like to clean below it, above it, around it. We're obviously not going to worry about down here because we're not going to put film there or anywhere close to it for that matter. Oh, there it is. Alright. We're losing our phone. We need a razor blade. That looks nice and brittle. So that's gonna be fun. Hey, it might not be that terrible. Let's see if we can just peel it. I've never seen a sticker like that. Like, it's all cracked and stuff, but it's like goo. It just peels, just wants to fall apart. Maybe it's because we got it wet? I don't know. I don't even know what this is, or what it was, or what it was for, I should say. I mean, I know it was a sticker, obviously. Man, they usually don't come off that easy, ain't gonna lie. Oh. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put our razor blade back before we slice ourselves open with it. Because that would be my luck, guys. That would be my luck. I can't even deny that I have, in fact, on more than one occasion, cut myself with an Olfa. I've also, like, stabbed myself with a easy reach, like between my thumbnail and my thumb. I was reaching in my pocket to grab it, and I was like, oh yeah, take this. And that sucked. Hurt real bad. Because then not only do you have the fact that like you just split your thumb and your fingernail apart. Take that. I don't need that. But then it's bleeding underneath there, and then it kind of bruised it as well. So it definitely hurt for a few days. Oh my gosh, the glare off of that camper over there is something else. So no. Probably should have just went through the car, but that's okay. We'll get it. The nice thing is, it was supposed to be really windy today, which is another reason why I had the door up. Or down, I should say. But it actually, it may be windy, but this is like in a position where there's really no air coming through here at all. So, not bad. Not bad. So do we wanna, let's try to reverse roll this, you know. I've said it on many videos, it never really works out for me on strips or even back windows, just trying to stick it to the glass, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling froggy. Let's just give it a try. Dun da da, dun da da. Come here. Come here. Alright. That's probably enough, right? That's probably enough of a reverse roll. Okay. So, we need to remember it's on our bottom mark. This is where I always go wrong. I should have probably had more, like I should probably rolled it up more, but I mean, it's not. Shoot! It's not exactly where I want it, obviously, but like, that may be the single-handed best reverse roll I've ever done on a strip. We're pretty much lined up there. We're good and lined up here. We are touching that, so yeah, I kind of figured I would probably need to trim something around there. But man, that's looking pretty good. So let's I need my little fusion, which means it's in this pile of junk over here. Ah, right there. Okay. So what we want to do, I just want to start in the middle. Start right here in the middle. I like to just push it like that. Same with right here. So I can get that in there. And then if I need to like shrink anything, it, you know, isn't such a big deal. So I'll come across. So I'm 100% self-taught tinner. So if you see me doing something that's like wrong, or I could do something like more efficiently, let me know, because I did not have the luxury of learning from somebody else other than watching YouTube and stuff. But you know, that's kind of different than being in person and learning that way. So yeah, please feel free, let me know. Push pretty hard. This is like always the worst. You'll never get all the moisture out of there, but you know, gotta try your best. And this is why I put the dash towel up against the thing, so that way I don't have to worry about moisture getting down in there. Really, I've got a soak rope too, but I just never really use it because dash towel works real well. So see how we're just kind of touching right there? It's gonna keep that corner from this edge right here from falling down, and this is why I wanted to go ahead and put a new blade in. Just trim that up like that. Gosh. Okay. So just go ahead and trim that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but we're just going to take this little piece and just carefully, bam, just like that. Now come back, just push that down, and it's going to stick just fine. Just fine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now let's go ahead and get this windshield cleaned up on the inside. I like to get my pillars first, if I can. Just especially on the light colored stuff, so you don't have those streaks and drips. I definitely want to get any moisture hanging out across here, across the top, around this dot matrix. So it doesn't try to seep back into my tint and cause it to lift or anything like that. Now we're done spraying around moisture in here, spraying around moisture, spraying around water. You can see our house wrap tape did its job. We'll just go ahead and just give it a quick wipe down. Anyway. Now we'll just give the glass a quick wipe down. Look at that, right smack on our line. We're gonna come back with glass cleaner here in a second. I like just get the heavy bits off, the majority of the moisture and the dryer sheet and stuff, and then we can come back with the glass cleaner, and the glass cleaner can do its job more effectively. So I don't know if you're able to see, but you can kind of see in little spots where that's curling up just a touch. We're just gonna wait for it to dry, and then we'll just run it back down with the felt card, or we can take this card, wrap it in a towel, and just push, wrap it in a towel so it doesn't scratch. I was hoping that the sun was like gonna stay out, because I'm debating on whether or not I want to move my 4Runner and park this outside so it'll get more sun, or if I just want to leave it in here. I mean, this isn't, I don't know, it should be fine. It shouldn't really like try to lift or pull up or anything on me. It's not temperature controlled, so you're not going to get that big heat change that sometimes will cause fingers and stuff to pop up. Oh man, I need to oh, we got a little dust there. That's crappy, but it is what it is. Alright, so see if we can't get ourselves like a dry towel. I think all these are pretty damp. Oh, this one's alright. This one's okay. We will hit it with the glass cleaner. So a lot of times I'll just use Windex. I was at a glass shop, I handed out some business cards, and I came across this. They were selling it. High sheen glass cleaner, powerful foaming action, destroys dirt, grime, grease, and salts. I've done it. I use it on the outside of these windows. It seems to work all right. So it says like use sparingly. So I mean, that's sparingly, right? All right, we're back. So I could have got this finished up. I kind of did a few things before I switched the battery in the GoPro. I don't know. I think I was cleaning the glass. So glass is all clean. The windshield, inside, outside. I went ahead and did the back windows because they get overspray from the fan tip. So on the you know, on that thing, on the keg hose. So, oh goodness, get this, man. I like to set the I like to set the mirrors and everything in the back seat, so that way, you know, they don't get sat on, squished, whatever. They're safe and sound. Here's why I love this stuff, man. Look, it's not pulling, you know, it's not pulling the dye off. It's not damaging the interior, but it holds really nicely and it's waterproof. So you don't have to worry about like masking tape, man, that stuff. As soon as it gets wet, mist. As soon as it gets wet, it's junk. So, yep, everything looks good. Now, I fired this up because I like to start the cars and make sure that they're going to actually start, because I don't want to leave a customer with a dead battery. Sometimes, you know, especially when people just buy cars, you know, they don't know that the battery's kind of weak. And once you have the windows, you have the car off, the engine off, but the car on for, you know, 20 minutes while you're rolling up and down the windows and all that stuff, with all the systems and computers and all the stuff that the cars have nowadays, it's easy to, you know, run these new cars dead. So I like to make sure, I should have definitely not put this on first, but it's not a big deal. You can definitely do it. So right here, guys, I wanted to bring you back just for this sole purpose. I would have just cleaned up and left, but there you go. It's that easy. Now slide this little cover up in there, and I like to just kind of adjust it to where I'm at, if I do have to move it, so it looks good for me, and that's gonna more than likely be close for the customer. And you can see this foggy, hazy nastiness on there. I like to just go ahead, take a towel real quick, get rid of that. So that's gonna look pretty good, and I can tell by the pedal position and seat position and everything, you know, she's probably about the same height as me. And voila, take their little sticker. They had it like clear up here. I'm gonna put it more off to the corner, so it's just a little bit more out of the way. And then same deal, I got a little streak right there. No problems, no problems. Finishing touch, custom made air freshener. You can tell the company that I used must have been like working on Christmas orders, because this is like very reminiscent of Christmas. I don't even know what you call it or what it's for. I just know that it's like Christmassy, and all of my air fresheners are this way. They're either silver, gold, or black, but they're just not a regular string. So I think 2022 we're going to get the stuff to make these ourselves. We get them really reasonably made, but it's kind of a crappy situation where I can message them or get a hold of them and be like, hey, I need blah 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 air fresheners done. I usually order 100 at a time, and you know, it usually takes them, like last time it took them like 2 or 3 days to even get back to me. And then they actually didn't even like follow up with me. I messaged them again and was like, hey, I need to get 100 more, and these are the fragrances that I want. And they're like, oh, so sorry, we were busy with this other stuff we got going on. I'm like, well, that's fine and all, but you know, a response would have been cool. But and then it took like 3 weeks for me to actually get them. So go ahead, close this up. Final kind of little wipe down here. Looks good. Strip looks good. Air freshener looks good in there. Everything over here looks good. It's a beautiful color. It's like a metallic black. Could be a dark, I don't know, it's got like kind of a gray to it too. Of course it would be raining. So I probably should wash this week. It's been a little while, but anyway, guys, there you go. Here it is, 2014 Denali Acadia, done. 20% to match the back. It's done in color stable dyed film. You know, good deal. Whoever installed these didn't do a very good job. But there you go, guys.
Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share my channel so I can get rich on YouTube.